Fucking nutter. He hasn't got a clue.
Reed has a history of family abuse, both through his mother and his wife. Is there anything in the character that you can identify with?
Yeah, I think that you, as an actor, you've got to find something that's in yourself that you can draw on or bring to a human performance. And this isn't just a horror film or a thriller or a tragedy, just about a particular thing. Someone doesn't just come out of somewhere and kill someone or stab someone. There is a long standing history for every one of these characters. They're all stable. They're managing their complications until they're met with something that can force an ultimatum upon them.
There's a scene where Reed flips from being slightly in control of himself to being maniacal and psychotic. Did you enjoy showing off multiple sides of your acting abilities, or did you find it challenging?
No, I found it hugely challenging. It was exhausting. Obviously, one identifies that there are targets you've got to hit in performance. And I don't so much of. I mean, it's enjoyable and very attractive to go. Oh wow, this is what's probably going to be needed in it, and you think, oh why? You don't have expectations, but you kind of think, okay, I've got to go. This character arc has got to happen, and these other characters need you to go there, and you've got to meet them to bounce them as well. So yeah, there are a number of pivotal points in the movie as the tension ramps up, quite rightly, ferociously, and the interaction becomes chaotic and in this miasma, and hopefully nobody knows what's going to happen next.
Do you find it difficult jumping into a character with such moral complexities, or do you treat it as a job and just leave it at the end of a project?
I'll answer the last bit of the question first. It's your job. You turn up, you smash it out, and you smash it 1,000,000%. And there's no doubt about that, because if you don't, people realise, and also you let the team down. And in this fantastic team as it was, not just a great script, but a great team of traits and talent and artistry and energy. You've just got to get there and deal with all of that baggage. And part of your job is to know how to manage the winding out of that kind of role. And I have to say, yes, I really look forward to putting Reed aside. When we had some time before we had to go back and do some reshoots, that was quite, I wouldn't say it was difficult, but I had to prepare myself carefully to come back and be in the role at the same intensity as I was, because I had left it.
She's listening. She's unhappy.
Josh, that's not funny, you...
Do you find it easy to jump in and out of a character with such moral complexities, or do you find yourself carrying it through the job and thereafter?
That is part of the job. It is exhausting. And if you're going to do your best and try and go beyond your best, you have to take that on, and that's part of the job. You carry that weight, and yes, you can find ways of managing the insanity that you're carrying around with you by being silly and childish, which is what some of us did. And but ultimately, when it comes to the speed, countdown, action, it kicks in.
What do you do to prepare for a role, and on set, do you find yourself staying in character, or do you jump in and out when you need to?
I think it's a bit like getting out of a plane where you're still on a long journey and you get out for a break. Is you take a leg walk, but you know that the concentration is still at the back of your mind. So I think that's part of the experience as well. You just get used to being able to put it to one side, knowing you've got to go and get it back into it. And also, if you're doing multiple pictures at the same time, as I was shooting 3 pictures during Psychotic, all very diverse and different characters and different genres. So there was a certain deal of responsibility to make sure you get back in the right pyjamas at the right time, you know.
Do you think Reed's morals are thrown out of the window, or do you think there's anything in there that he cares about?
I think there's a good deal that he cares about, and that's remaining stable. He's aware of his faults, and he knows he's got to keep on a straight and narrow, and that's part of the relationship that he has with the doctor who runs the entire hospital.
You were not my woman.
What, you mean the ex-wife who used to beat you?
What did you say?
It's highly entertaining. It has a miasma of very well crafted characters and brilliant performances and some fantastic music.